thing to retire to. Dial star 714 star 333 hash or download the Enterprise Advantage app on Play Store or App Store to sign up now.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Hi there, my name is Doreen and welcome to today's edition of Retirement in 60 Seconds. Today, we'll be talking about the importance of updating your beneficiary information on your pension account. As a member of a pension scheme, you are required to nominate beneficiaries for your account. This will ensure that in the unfortunate event that you are no more, your surviving beneficiaries, such as children, spouse, or other family members, will have a seamless and smooth experience accessing your accrued benefits in your pension account. Secure the future of your loved ones. To update your beneficiary details, go to our member online portal, The Stable. Log in with your credentials, select personal information, scroll down to beneficiary details, and select Add Beneficiary. Make sure your beneficiary information is up to 100%. Take action now and nominate your surviving beneficiaries today. Till we come your way again, remember to plan well, retire well. Enterprise, your advantage.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Today, we will be talking about why it's important to consolidate your pension fund account, that is, the mandatory Tier 2 and/or the voluntary Tier 3 Provident Fund with your current corporate trustee. Consolidating your pension fund means that you transfer any pension account with the corporate trustee of your previous employer to the corporate trustee of your current employer. This will ensure that you have one, easy access to your benefits at retirement, two, you enjoy one-stop processing and payments of your Tier 2 and Tier 3 pension benefits, and then three, convenience as easy tracking of all your pension contributions will be on one portal during your working years. To put your funds to Enterprise Trustees, kindly visit our website www.myenterprisegroup.io, go to Enterprise Trustees, proceed to Customer Services and complete the porting form, or send an email to info.trustees@myenterprisegroup.io, and Enterprise Trustees will facilitate the transfer process on your behalf. Till we come your way again on our next episode, remember to plan well and retire well. Enterprise, your advantage.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Life is in stages, and how well we prepare for each stage determines how well we will live the next stage. Our retirement is one of the most important stages in life, and we must prepare for it. While we are working, it is essential to make a personal commitment to our future outside the mandatory pension provisions by the government to ensure that we live a comfortable life at retirement. I'd like to introduce the Enterprise Personal Pension Plan to you. It's an individual retirement plan that helps you boost your retirement income. No matter what you do, secure your future today with the Enterprise Personal Pension Plan. As Harry Fosdick said, don't simply retire from something, have something to retire to. Dial star 714 star 333 hash or download the Enterprise Advantage app on Play Store or App Store to sign up now.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Today, we will be talking about why it's important to consolidate your pension fund account, that is, the mandatory Tier 2 and/or the voluntary Tier 3 Provident Fund with your current corporate trustee. Consolidating your pension fund means that you transfer any pension account with the corporate trustee of your previous employer to the corporate trustee of your current employer. This will ensure that you have one, easy access to your benefits at retirement, two, you enjoy one-stop processing and payments of your Tier 2 and Tier 3 pension benefits, and then three, convenience as easy tracking of all your pension contributions will be on one portal during your working years. To put your funds to Enterprise Trustees, kindly visit our website www.myenterprisegroup.io, go to Enterprise Trustees, proceed to Customer Services and complete the porting form, or send an email to info.trustees@myenterprisegroup.io, and Enterprise Trustees will facilitate the transfer process on your behalf. Till we come your way again on our next episode, remember to plan well and retire well. Enterprise, your advantage.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Hello, my name is Ransford, and welcome to today's edition of Retirement in 60 Seconds. Today we will be talking about retirement. What is retirement? Retirement is a time in life when the main source of income changes from active income to passive income, that is private investments, pensions, etc. It can be forced or voluntary withdrawal from the job market. In Ghana, the normal retirement age is 60 years, but one can also choose to go on voluntary retirement at 55 years. Till we come your way again in our next edition, remember to plan well. Enterprise Trustees, your advantage.
Enterprise, your advantage.
A very good morning to you all, and I warmly welcome you to the Enterprise Tomorrow Today's webinar series powered by Enterprise Trustees, your advantage. It's another beautiful time, and we're coming to you right from our studios right here at Silicon Production, bringing you conversation around your financial planning. Today's topic is centered on towards long-term financial security, lessons from our retirees. So today we have, I have a lovely man in our midst who's going to be giving us his experience as a retiree. What has been the experience from the time he retired until now? When we talk about retirement, we talk about a person going away from active workforce or taking a break from active working. But these days, it has actually changed because people retire even earlier. Others are forced into early retirement due to maybe ill health, or perhaps they just want to retire a bit earlier. But because of the dynamics have changed, a lot of things have also changed, and that is why I also have one of our personnel from Enterprise Trustees who happens to be the head of customer experience, Nana Asante Amwaku, joining us today. But today, our beautiful retiree who's going to be sharing his experience is Mr. David Diche. He is a former staff of International Needs Ghana, and he's the one who's going to be sharing his experience as a retired person living in Ghana. Welcome again. Join us. We are live on YouTube. It's Enterprise Trustees. We're also live on Facebook. It's Enterprise Trustees. Send your questions and comments, and I'll most definitely involve you in the conversation this morning. All right. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Mr. Diche, let me start from here. As for Nana, I have met him before, so it's awesome to have you again, Nana.
Thank you.
Mr. Diche, lovely to have you.
Thank you, madam.
Awesome. Now, let me start from you. Tell me, when did you actually retire from active work?
Well, before I will come out with my experience, let me give the glory, the Most High God who have taken care of me during my days.
Absolutely.
And to International Needs Ghana, who have employed me to their work and have taken good care of me and have even trained me more.
I like
and even
that.
have opened my eye.
Yes.
And also to trustee. I don't know that some of my working salary have been going to the office there. I've just retired. Then they call me into trustee office.
Yes.
That should come. I say, hey, feel this.
Wow.
May the Lord be with you all.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
First of all, we must all know that when you are being employed into an office or a certain work, you will not be there forever. Mm-hmm. Even the president will not be in the office forever.
Yes.
Will come, will go, one at a time. And where you are in the office or in the work, you must be sincere to what you have been given to. Be committed to the work. Mm-hmm. Love the work. Whatever salary you are getting, whether high salary, whether low salary, have committed to the work. Mm-hmm. Once you have committed to the work itself will raise you.
I like that.
Not you yourself. The work itself will raise you.
So when you're committed to the work takes care of you as well.
Takes care of you.
All right.
Yeah.
Now that you are, you've moved away from active work and you're at home, tell us about the most rewarding aspect of it.
Once you are no more under control of your leaderships. Mm-hmm. On my retirement, as a person not again with them, I have a freedom. The freedom is you have a movement of your own, not dictated by the work, the organization.
Okay.
Before then, the organization will appoint to go here, do that.
Yes.
Why are you late? You are one. So, in fact, you'll be like somebody all the time sober.
Okay, I get it.
Like somebody, if he, a small boy can even appoint you, talk to you, somehow it is.
Okay.
But now that my turn have come to the end,
Yes.
it doesn't make me to stay with my wife, my children, even to plan my own wisdom where I was with them, that one day when it comes to end for me, I'm going to jeopardize my own work. And nobody will be overboard for me.
Yeah.
And all when I was working in the years, I didn't take my mind to be dead in the work there. I also have behind my view, I'm making my plan.
You also
I
have
definitely
plans.
know that one day I will not be
You will
there.
no longer be there.
And
All
the
right.
Lord be on my side.
You
I
are no
thank
longer
God.
there. All right. David, let me still come to you, Mr.
Yeah.
Dite. When it comes to financially, you've already explained to us that you were not consciously doing it. It was through the work. It was only after you had, taken time out of active work that Enterprise trustees gave you a call. Tell me, emotionally, how were you preparing for retirement? Emotionally, do you sometimes feel, when you are being through that regimen of you're told when to go, how to go, you wake up at a certain time. Now you wake up and you're feeling, where am I going to go today? So emotionally, how were you also prepared for this time when you really don't know whether you're going to visit a friend, whether you're going to visit the kids? How is it like for you?
Thank you very much, madam. As I was saying earlier, I will not be there every day. I've even prepared before even they pension me.
Okay.
And to me, retirement is a new stage in life.
All right.
When you plan well, you will enjoy better than your former work.
I like that.
Retirement is a new stage. Don't cut off your age, whatever work you enter. When you are born, so date. When they employ you,
Give
God
the
have
correct
allowed.
date.
Say that.
Yeah.
Even during my days in the work, because of my plan, I'm really planning to go on retirement. Retirement, quick retirement. But the people, somebody said, Melo, your time is soon come. Melo. Melo. Because the vision I carry, not that I'm raising myself, but my former organization taught me, and I'm also following them.
I like that.
Therefore, on your plan aspect, is that you will not get any benefit from the organization again. I go hospital free. My wife, my children go hospital free. But now, what about if I go retirement? This benefit will not be given to me.
Absolutely.
What about if I go to retirement? There are some chances that come to me. These chances will not come again. That will motivate you to think. There's a saying that when the ground is hot, the foot will know. Therefore, I don't want the food to know that the ground is hot before I start preparing.
Prepared.
Yes.
I like that. Now, let me come to you. You've been dealing with lots of retirees, just like Mr. Dite here. Emotionally, do some people get into that shock? And or do they sometimes, sometimes your mind is telling, yes, you're retired, but the whole thing of not knowing where to go, because you've been in active work for many years, where you were told what time to report, what time to, and now you no longer have anyone telling you that. Do they sometimes have this emotional shock when they go on retirement?
Yes, thank you very much, Cassandra. So that emotional shock is there, based on experience over the years in the industry. Like Mr. Dite said, sometimes some people are not really prepared for retirement. And so during their working life, their whole life is centered around their work. It's from home to work, home to work. They spend most of their hours at work. And so you realize that some of them don't have that social relations.
Yeah.
Psychologically, they are not so much in tune to what am I going to do when I proceed on retirement and all that. So there is a perspective that says that people go on retirement and they get what they call the retirement shock syndrome. So they are just hit by reality that, hey, I'm up this morning. I'm not supposed to report to work.
Yes.
What am I going
What
to
am I
do?
gonna do?
Who am I going to? Who am I going to call?
Yeah.
And you know that we all sometimes feel that sense of belonging. We want to belong to a certain association. We want to find ourselves somewhere at some point in time. So aside the financial aspect, what we've come to realize is that emotionally, psychologically, and the health aspect is also there.
Yes.
Retirement should we should prepare for retirement holistically. So today we say don't retire from something, but have something to retire to. So we at Enterprise Trustees, we help you to prepare holistically during our retirement planning fairs and sessions. I'm sure next month we're going to have a session around that. What we want to do now, we started doing already, is to help our members to prepare holistically, 360 when they are proceeding on retirement. So we look at your financial bits, ensure that your contributions are intact. When you are due, we help you process and you get your funds. When you want to every month, you don't want to take all the lump sum, there is something, a product we can help you do with that. I'm sure along the conversation we'll get to that. But we also want to encourage people to take good care of yourself, health-wise, psychologically. Know that once you're in employment, like Mr. Just said, one day you will proceed on retirement.
Yes.
Anytime you celebrate your birthday, know that you are a year short to retirement.
Very true.
And psychologically, take your social relations seriously. Your children, your friends, try and keep in touch with them once you're working, because someday you're going to need them.
Absolutely.
Your work wouldn't be there for you to go to every morning. So you'd have to get that social relations intact, and you have a hobby. Some people will resort to farming, some small garden in their house or their backyard. Others would want to travel, see the world based on your budget. So you always have to have a plan. Like Mr. just said, he had some vision, what he wants to do when you proceed on retirement. And that is what we encourage everyone, that once you're working, it's not only about the finances. It's not only about my tier 2, my tier 3, my tier 1. It's also about your health.
So
it's also about psychological well-being. It's also about your social well-being. So we have to holistically look at all those things when we are preparing for retirement.
I heard you talk about, you know, the activities that we'll be having for them in the coming month. But tell me, and I'm still dwelling on those who are retired that you take care of. What are some of the things that you have noticed that, you know, some of them need? Because let's just say that they didn't prepare psychologically. You know, what are some of the help that we are providing for them now that they are retired? So
today we want to engage them such that when you proceed on retirement, we just give you a lump sum, that's go home, whatever you do with it, we don't care. At Enterprise Trustees, we are noted for being with you when you are born till when God calls you home. And so all our subsidiaries, we have products for each stage of life. And we know that pensions is another stage of life. Yeah. And we are trustees, that's where we specialize in. So what we do is that even when we, based on our database, we realize that you are proceeding on retirement, we have the system in place, the retiree callback system, where we call the retirees to tell you that based on our database, you'll be proceeding on retirement in 2 months, in 3 months. And so we want to ensure that
you know, awareness, so that it just doesn't hit you. And I'm saying this because a friend of mine's dad, you know, went on retirement, and when it happened, he was in a bit of shock, because all his life, I think he lived that kind of life where he had the organization changing his bulbs to, you know, repairing everything through his PA. So he never knew that there would come a time when, you know, he would have to fix his own bulb, and he's thinking, what is happening here?
Yeah. Yes. So the retirement planning sessions have been put in place in such a way that it will prepare us holistically. Okay. We will let you know that when you proceed on retirement, we have few organizations who will take care of you health-wise when you proceed on retirement in Ghana, but majority of the employers would have to part ways with you, and you have to take care of yourself in all areas. So we let our members be conscious of the fact that you are contributing to tier 2. It's good. You are doing tier 3 is good, but we want you to do something extra. We want you to have a life policy. We want you to have let's say, a funeral policy with
Yes.
transitions. We want you to take your psychological health seriously. So last year, in our very first ever retirement planning fair in Ghana,
Yes.
we didn't just do the finance aspect, but we brought on board the fitness,
Yes.
we brought on board psychologists, we brought on board the nutritionists
Yes.
to help us plan holistically when it
for
comes to retirement. So that is what we are putting in place for our members today, such that you be psychologically ready and prepared for retirement.
All right.
We don't want a situation where people will reduce their ages because
I know, eh?
they don't have anything to retire
when
to.
You know, Mr. David said that was when it clicked that, will people do that?
Oh,
And he
yes.
said, yeah, a lot of people
A
have
lot of people
actually,
do that.
you know,
A lot of them do that. So usually we do KYC activities on an annual basis.
Updates,
And sometimes,
the
yes, you
details.
go to the organization and you realize that the date of birth that we have for this person is different from what the employer has, is different from what Senate has.
Interesting.
So with some
so
employers,
something like that is it out of fear that, you know, people are putting in different dates?
Exactly, because they don't want to even think of retirement. Sometimes you think it's so far away from you,
And
by the
until it
time you
hits you.
realize it's very close.
Very
So you
true.
have to, they'll go to the employers and say, oh, I made a mistake. My date of birth is not 1960, it's 1970.
No wonder they are stuck in jobs and you can see they're exhausted.
They're
and they're still
exhausted, but
there.
they can't go home
All
because
right.
they've not prepared and planned well.
Prepared and
So today
planned
we want to
well.
raise that awareness. We want to help people to do that.
Absolutely. I'm sure as Mr. DJ is looking at us, he remembers the time when he was like us, and he's thinking, I don't know what happened, I'm here now. You know, and we're thinking that it's far away, but it's closer than we think. Mr. DJ, tell me, from the conversation that we had with you, you had your own plans while you were working with your organization. So you were that person who liked to plan ahead. Now that you are retired, you are home, the expectations that you had, the plans that you had, is it the same as, are your expectations the same as you wished for?
Thank you, madam. That is why I'm saying that, to me, retirement is a new stage of life. In the sense that you will not be under anyone's control again. Once you know one day you move from the office and you have the vision, then before your vision succeed, you must start something before your vision starts succeed. All my plans, with the ideology I have and the vision that I have moved nicely.
Wow.
I can't deceive people yet. Even during my time of in office or in work, I didn't take. Some people will come, I want school fees, from, let's go to Senate, deduct this money. Yes, and then give to school fees to them. I don't do that.
You never did that?
Not even single. So when my time reached, they check my record. They look at me and say, hey, you try.
I think after the show, I'll come and see you for that secret. I wouldn't want anybody else to know, so I'll come and see you for that secret.
That's
All
right. So things have moved. Let me thank God for that. Because the reason is, when you are suffering on the ground, have you given some proverb now?
Yeah.
If the ground is hot, the foot will know.
Yeah.
No, despite the salary you collect, whether million, billion, whether 1 city, thank God for that. What matters is your plan.
Your plan and how you prepare.
You have prepare. Once you have the vision, plan on it, prepare on it. The outcome of that, it will be more than what they are giving you. Right now I can say categorically or faithfully or honestly that with my plan, all that I've been receiving in the initial stage, I'm now receiving 3 times of it at my old data.
Awesome.
And as a servant in the work, now I'm also become a director.
Oh, impressive.
Oh, these are the
Not only
success
in
stories that
Africa,
we love
Ghana,
to hear.
hereby move away to outside country. Let me thank God for that. And if this thing is on the show, maybe they are looking at me in Germany now.
Wow.
They are looking at me in America now. They are looking at me in all around the world, and even my international office. You see? So what matters if the ground is hot means everybody want to release this body, not to be in suffering. But the moment today you have the chance, you want to comfort this body, you suffer tomorrow. You have the energy now to withstand any drought.
Yes.
If you can not eat today, you will not die tomorrow because your energy is strength to take up that so that you can use that opportunity, which is today,
to
and
take
create
care of
something
yourself
for tomorrow.
I like that. I like that. Very
But a lot of people don't know. Once they fall on the ground, they just fall. I can't rise again. No. When you fall, you have to rise up again.
Yes.
It's a battle. Life is a battle. You go in, you fall. Doesn't mean that you will not overcome. It's a life. That is how life is.
Tell me about your social life. I'm sure when you were at work, you have colleagues, you wake up, you're people that you had already built friendship with over the years. Now that you're away, and I'm sure the kids have also left home. Have the kids also left home? Your kids?
Yeah,
Yeah, they've left home. So now that you no longer have colleagues at work, where you hang out with after work, how do you keep yourself socially active now?
Thank you, madam. As you have seen me here, I'm like a net man. Net man says that not only on my working side, I'm moreover.
Okay.
In my office, I'm a facilitator.
Okay.
And a facilitator, you see things your office people don't see. And my office is facilitator, evangelism and discipleship in the rural area.
Okay.
And let me tell you the truth. The rural areas have a lot of billions of work. Billions. Not only in Accra. When you called me, I was at Japan. I was in the village. But I cannot tell you. When I come to Accra, I know how to dress like Accra. When I go to abroad, I know how to drink like abroad. And I've been to. You see, but people of today, they don't know.
I get you.
And let me tell you, once you are a person coming, don't fight off, let me enjoy today.
It's true.
Don't do it. You have to pray to God. Today, if I'm not in this work, what work should I do? Tomorrow, if I'm out, that can benefit me. What work should I do? If the rain is falling, I could not go and survive to struggle to get my daily bread. What work can I do if the storm is blowing? But if you don't plan, when the rain is falling, you go into the rain. That you are searching for way to get the daily bread. And there are some places whereby you need not to go at that time. If God be not with you, when you go, something can happen to you.
It's true. Nana, let me come to you. I love the testimonial of Mr. Dite, because it tells us that really when you plan for today, you're really taking care of. What are some of the mistakes that you believe people do, that makes them get into that state of worry when they retire?
Yes, Cassandra, so for the mistakes, I would say they are very petty. And sometimes there are things that we don't really pay attention to. For instance, someone will say that, well, I have some funds in my retirement account. And so I'll wait when I proceed on retirement, I'll use that fund to build a house as my retirement home, and I'll go and rest. As Mr. Dicha said, this is the time that you have the strength and you have the energy to at least keep yourself from some enjoyment.
Enjoyment, yes.
And get all those things in place before you proceed on retirement. Usually when it comes to trustees, what we advise is, if possible, if everything goes as planned and God will permit, you should be able to have your children earlier. So that by the time you proceed on retirement, you wouldn't be paying school fees. Because it will save you a lot.
True.
So that's another aspect. So we realize that people go on retirement and they are still paying school fees. They will call you and, my lump sum, when are you paying it? I have to pay my child's school fees. And sometimes it's no fault of theirs. It's life. Reality, life happens, yes. But as much as we can, we need to put in measures to ensure that at least we can take care of some of these things. And our retirement funds are tier 2 or tier 3. If you are doing a personal pensions, these funds, we shouldn't bank our hopes on it that these are the funds that I'm going to use.
Like emergency funds now.
Yes. To take care of my health, to take care of my children's school fees when I proceed on retirement, or to build a retirement home. Once we have the strength now, let's try and put something down for all those things. So once you have your shelter, your children are well catered for, you have probably a trust fund or some accounts set aside for them, that when you proceed on retirement, this is what I'm going to live on. But these ones are for the kids, those who came later. I'll use this to cater for their education. I'll use this to cater for their health. And also, we should put plans in place for our health. We should take care of ourselves, because today we realize that we are so busy in Accra. Accra is too much stress, and sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. And so you proceed on retirement, and you know, when you are aging, that is where some illnesses, sicknesses that you don't even know of start showing up in your body. If you don't take care, you use your retirement benefits to take off your health. You go to hospital and you spend everything you have on drugs, on medication and all that. So once we are active, we also need to take care of our health, at this stage. So that when we proceed on retirement, the funds will be used to serve its purpose. Again, one basic mistake that people do is that when they proceed on retirement, oh, tier 2 is lump sum, tier 3 is lump sum. So I take everything and I take it home.
You know the thing about money.
Exactly, Cassandra.
The way it comes in fast, it goes
So
out
the
fast.
moment you have all that in your bank account, that's when you realize that family members are coming, oh, I need this. Some needs and wants that you didn't even plan of will be coming. And by the time you realize, you might have spent or wasted all the funds. And you know that if you're 60 years, God blesses you and you're able to live for less than another 20 years, 80 years. And within the first 5 years, you've squandered all your retirement benefits. What are you going to do? The tier 1 that SSNIT will pay you on a monthly basis might be able to help, but ask yourself, will it be enough to cater for your accommodation if you don't have a place of your own, your rent? If you're paying school fees, will it be enough? Your health, will it be enough for you? And so we need to ensure that though the lump sum is available to us, we don't take it all at once and misuse it. In quotes, let me put that in quotes, be very careful of my words. So at Enterprise Trustees, we have developed a product called the Purple Drawdown. It's meant for, it's a post-retirement product. So that when you proceed on retirement, your lump sum, you can say that, keep it in this product for me. So that it at every month, exactly, sort of an annuation. So at every month, you pay me 10,000 of it, pay me 15,000 of it. And as the funds, we are paying on a monthly basis, on periodic basis, as you've instructed us, it is invested and it's still accruing interest for you. So you don't have to take all out of your tier 2 account into your savings account and spend it. So we have that product to help you manage your lump sum when you proceed on retirement. If God blesses you and you're able to live longer, 30 more years, 20 more years, you know that at the end of every month, I have at least 20,000 hits in my account and I can use it for whatever I want.
Absolutely.
So these are some of the mistakes people make, and I think that avoid. Yes, as we raise awareness, I'm sure people will take some clue from it and some advice from Mr. Jita here, and we'll put our retirement in order.
The more we have these conversations, the more it's dawning on me that it is very crucial for you and I to have a retirement plan as early as possible. You might be watching and thinking, oh, I'm just 30, I'm 40, I have more time. The earlier you start, the better. And if you just tuned in, please do send your comments, send your questions, and I'll most definitely, make sure that I'm sure Nana will be here to answer them for us. Mr. Jise, let me come back to you. What are some of the challenges? Are there any challenges that you have faced, now that you are in this transit, whether it is health-wise? Are there any challenges that you have faced, now that you are no longer in active work?
Oh, thank you, madam. I can say that I don't face any challenges because my past experience have taught me of today. My past experience, I've learned from it. And the most challenging is when I'm about to retire, I have a brutal accident. I'm left with 1 week. Just 1 week to go on retirement. I was riding motorbike, Jungle One, that I was busy on a setting. This door broke, all my teeth come out. My nose, look at the mark. I don't know I was in this world.
Sorry to hear
But
that.
listen to me, please. Where do I get the money? That is why I said earlier on, the way that you are doing, whether you are being paid small or not, be committed to the work. And once you are committed to the work, the leaders, the owner of the work, they will love you more. because of the little commitment, they will love you. So when something happened to you, they all feel sorry.
Yeah.
The officers, the people outside, they all feel sorry for me. And to be honest with you, even people, they try, if I were to have my passport, they will even fly me away from the country. But they communicated from outside doctors, right, with the Kolibu doctors for the operation. And I spent more than 1.5 billion.
Wow.
And even that, at the end of my retirement, that money, did I get it? I didn't get it. But
So
just,
these are also part of the retirement planning.
Yeah.
Because of the commitment.
I started long
you
before the
were-
retirement.
Yes, okay.
I'm
You were
not-
committed to your job.
Yeah.
And because of that, when the accident happened, your employer came to the rescue. I like that.
My employer came, and my plans to evolve. The outside plan from the organization
I know.
was also involved.
I know. That
Yeah.
connection. one.
So don't make yourself like a stone. When they throw you just fall there, you'll be there. No.
All
Human
right.
beings are born to
Okay.
win, not to lose.
I like that. Human beings are born to win, not to lose.
Not to lose.
Okay, let me quickly go back to Nana, and I want Nana to wrap up because I'll be having another retiree join me and join Mr. Diche as we go through their testimonials in their journey of, retirement. Nana, just before we wrap up, what do you think will be the number one advice to those who are yet to hit retirement?
Right. Cassandra, I'll keep it short. Plan well, retire well.
With Enterprise Trustees.
With Enterprise Trustees. You just need to
Yes.
plan well so that you retire well.
Absolutely.
You want to retire comfortably to something that you love doing,
Yes.
to a life that you
Enterprise